I'm LeilaFox from LeilaFoxNation. In today's video, I want to talk about update 2.1 that went live today, actually. And I want to talk about it as a new player. If you guys are not familiar with me, I do stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/LeilaFoxNation. And currently, I have been playing Raid Shadow Legends for about 60 days now. So I'm definitely still in the new player category. And I like looking at all of this from a different perspective. I like looking at this as somebody who is newer into the game and what a lot of these changes mean, especially first starting out. So the first thing that it says we're going to be talking about here is the gold bars and the Bazaar. And by the way, all of this information that is here on the forum, I'm going to have the link down below for you in the description, but all of this is already in the game as well, so we'll be able to talk about that. Now, gold bars, we talked about this in the last video I did when the update was announced, is playing Tag Team Arena will now reward you gold bars, and you'll be rewarded for each victory. So as you guys know, it's 3v3. So for each victory you have, you'll be rewarded gold bars. So if you play 3 games, you win all 3, you're going to win gold bars 3 times. If you play your 3 games, only win 1, you're going to win gold bars once. So now we can see what the rewards are going to be. And what hasn't changed is that depending on what tier you're in, if you're in bronze, silver, gold, for example, those are the rewards you're going to be able to get. So if you are in bronze, you obviously will not be able to get rewards for what is in gold. But we can see what the rewards are. We saw some of this before. We have bronze, silver, and gold. And now what we also see is, depending on where you are at reset, it looks like you're going to get some gold bar rewards as well too. I think this is nice. This is a nice new change because for somebody like me, for example, just starting out in bronze, I'm in bronze 1 and I do have 3v3 up, but of course I know I'm probably not going to be nearly as competitive as people that have been playing for a much longer period of time and people that have much more well put together teams of 60s, for example. So, you know, I can go in and I can still pick out my wins and still win my games, but it's probably still going to take me a while to be able to get these rewards, you know. It's possible it might take maybe like a week to be able to get the rewards just by playing. And what is nice is I like this. So if I'm reading this right, that I'll be able to get 630 when we have reset, which can help put towards this. So for a new person, you know, I'm already seeing that energy could be very, very useful. Probably like energies, the tomes, shards, all these seem pretty useful, particularly for starting out. So I like seeing this. This is new. We did also talk about the Bazaar exclusive accessories. We talked about this last time, is that there's going to be 2 different sets. There's going to be cleansing and there's going to be refresh. I don't exactly see where they are placed just yet, but I'm sure we'll get more information on that shortly. And one other thing I think is pretty fun we talked about last time was champion fragments. So now this looks to appear to be live in the game, but it hasn't started yet, so there isn't a whole lot of information in the game. But some of the questions I had last time have been addressed. One of the questions I had last time I looked at champion fragments is if they were going to be champion specific, and the answer to that question is yes. Champion fragments allow you to summon specific champions once you've collected enough fragments. Each champion has their own set of fragments that are only used to summon that champion. So for example, Foley's fragments can only be used to summon Foley. It cannot be used to summon Dracomorph or any other champions. So this did answer one of the questions I had because initially I wasn't sure if it was just going to be a blanket, you earn champion fragments and then you can use them on whatever champ you want. So looking at this, it means that we will most likely have an event that will give us, I don't know, maybe 5 or 10 champion specific fragments that can be only used for that one. It says right now each champion needs 100 fragments, but you can always collect more if you want more than one of those champions. Champion fragments cannot be sold, swapped, transformed, or transferred to another champion. And you can get champion fragments from events and tournaments. While this champion fragments section is available in the game, there's nothing going on with it right now, and I will show you guys that in a little bit. I believe they'll give us more information on that probably in a couple days, because it does say here you can get the fragments from events and tournaments. So considering today's Wednesday, I'm thinking that when the next events and tournaments start Friday for the weekends, and then we'll probably see the fragments in there. Now, I know I mentioned this concern before, that if we are adding fragments to events and tournaments, what's being taken out? So we're going to have to see that. We're going to have to see if it's going to make it harder to get tomes, for example. You know, if they're going to be putting in these champion fragments in place of tomes in events and tournaments. Because I don't really think that they would just add a bunch more things. I think they would probably replace something instead. So that's I'm a little concerned about that being new, about what I might be missing, because the fact that I have to collect 100 fragments to get one champion is probably going to take me a while being new. I'm a bit concerned about what I could be missing out that I could probably use now, like tomes, for example. So we'll have to see when that information is live. New login rewards. The 3 new champions are now live in the game. You can start collecting the rewards. So we will take a look at them, and we're going to take a look at their models. And again, like I said, one of the things I love about this game is I think that the character models are so well done, and I love the way that they do that. And now we also have some improvements done to tag teams. There's a lot of, looks like there's a lot of bug fixes that were done in here. And all this information can be found in the news section of the game as well too. So we're going to be taking a look at that. But a lot of tag team arena improvements, and then a lot of fixes to champions. So some of the ones particularly is this target selection now works correctly when you're running automatic. That is nice, because I do that, especially streaming, is that if I'm running an auto when I'm trying to collect the right targets, sometimes it doesn't always work properly. So there's a lot of fixes in here, quite a bit as far as dealing with reflect damage, passive skills. Now it says here, is Arbiter correctly fills turn meter of all allies by 20% with the Destiny's Call skill. So it looks like there was a lot of skills here that were not working properly before. For me in particular, one that stood out because Elaine happened to be my starter champ is it says Elaine now has an extra 15% chance of inflicting a critical hit with the Ascended Lightning Arrow skill. So I'm hoping that means my girl will do some more damage. So that one directly affects me, and I'm happy to see how that is going to play out in the game. And it also looks like there's a bunch of visual fixes and some game experience enhancements. There's a lot of information here, so I am going to link it down below. Let me know what you guys think about this patch. You know, I know that it looks like they did some updates to 3v3, and of course now we have the champion fragments, which I've seen a lot back and forth about this. So make sure you leave me some comments down below and let me know what you think. I'm thinking, like I said, for being new, I'm already knowing it's going to take me a long time to probably get these rewards. But I like seeing this. One other thing I didn't really like seeing, and we're going to have to see if these numbers are the same in the game, but there's only a certain number of players available, or how many players can actually sit in a rank. And honestly, I don't think I really like that. I'm not sure why they would do that, and we'll have to see if this is accurate, because 30, 25, 22 like that, I'm guessing this was just done as a demo. This can't be real, because there's way more people than that than play. So we'll take a look at what this looks like when we get into the game as well. Okay, so when you first log into the game, you're going to see that there's updated news, and this is everything we just talked about that is on the Plarium forum. We talked about the gold bars, we talked about accessories, champion fragments, we talked about new champs. Everything we just discussed is going to be found here in the game. And the first thing to look at is when we come to the summoning portal, you're going to notice now we have this fragment summon. So we click on that, and it looks like the first one is Warden, which is what was already the picture that we've seen in the forums. So this was already their idea, was this going to be the epic Banner Lord. Now, when you click around, no places to get fragments of the champion at this time, and clearly I have 0 out of 100, no way to summon. So as I had said, is I feel like this is a bit of like a placeholder just so we can see what it looks like, and probably this weekend we'll be able to get an idea of where to get these shards from, and we should probably see them, these champion fragments, we should probably see them in the events or tournaments that are coming up this weekend. Okay, the next thing to look at is going to be the new champions that were added. So the first one is going to be Ogren Tribe, and we have Grush the Mangler. And again, what a great character model. I love this. I think they did such a good idea. He fits perfectly. And I think for me, again, being new, I like the fact I'm going to be getting a champion that does this decrease attack, but also has a leech and has a continuous heal. I think that's going to be pretty useful for me being new. So I'm excited to get this guy. This is one of the new champs we are getting for the daily login rewards. The next one, we have one here in Demon Spawn, is going to be Tanix Hateflower. So she's right here. Again, the character model just fits so well. Now, I don't know what you guys see here. I mean, she does look to have kind of like, I don't know, butterfly or a moth kind of back here, but this also kind of looks like a skull. So depending on how you look at this, you could see it as kind of like a moth, a butterfly, a skull possibly. So I think it looks pretty cool. Pretty cool. And what a nice addition, again, to a roster for being new. So I'm excited about this one as well. I think this one is pretty nice. And the last one is going to be in the Dark Elves, going to be a new legendary. Vizix the Unbowed. And again, she looks really, really cool. Now, I gotta tell you, when I first saw her face, she did look more like an orc to me. I gotta say, she looked a little bit more like an orc, but I do think she looks really, really neat. I love the design. I love how her weapon is glowing purple. So I'm really excited to get her again as well too, for having another legendary that I'm gonna get for free as a login reward. So I think this is very nice. Like I said, I love the character models. This looks great. And we can also check out, we talked about the 3v3 tag team tournament. So let's go take a look at that. So when you go into Arena, already you're going to be prompted to click here for the 3v3. And you literally cannot click anywhere else. So you're going to have to click on it. Welcome to Tag Team Arena, where you'll need to assemble 3 separate teams of champions to fight your rivals across a series of 3 arena battles. You'll earn points for every battle you win in a series, so you'll need 3 strong teams to climb to higher tiers. The progress bar shows your position within the current tier, and if you'll move up or down tiers at tier placement. So we see that right here. All right, so now what is new is going to be the Bazaar. We just talked about this going live, so let's check it out. You'll also earn gold bars from tag arena battles, which can be exchanged for valuable items at the Bazaar. Higher tier battles give you more gold bars, so you'll want to climb the rankings for better rewards. Your tag arena tier determines which slots are open at the Bazaar. The higher your tier, the more slots are unlocked and the better items you'll have available to you. Okay. So again, we had already looked at this. This looks to be the same as what we had just seen as what is available. And like I said, I felt that probably what was going to be the most useful would end up being energy and probably like an ancient shard, but probably these two, like the energy and the book is what I'm thinking would probably be the most useful. Oh, maybe tiers. Here we go. That's what I want to see. All right. So now what we see is the 630 stayed the same, so I should end up getting 630 gold bars when we reset. And there does appear to be a player limit. So only 60,000 people could be in Bronze 2, and it looks like it keeps decreasing. All the way up to Gold 5, where you can only have 1,250 players. Like I said, I'm not sure why they would do that they would only allow a certain amount of the player base to get out of different ranks. I'm not sure. So I see there's no limit on Bronze 3. But this, I'm really not sure. I would like to see more information on the reasoning about why they think that this was a good idea. But I am happy that I'll be getting some gold bars here. And like I'd said too, because I'm just starting, I don't really think I'll be able to be very competitive in this anyhow, at least not for some period of time. But hopefully, now that there are some rewards, maybe people will be moving out and maybe it'll be a little bit easier for me to get some fights and move up. Or conversely, it could be just as bad because now everybody wants to climb up. So we're going to have to see. We're going to have to see how this looks. But like I said, I think if anything, I really want to know the reasoning behind this player limit. Because I didn't think that there was a player limit in Classic per tier. So this I'm curious about. And if you guys have any insight, feel free to share that. Guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. I wanted to go over the update 2.10 patch since it is available live now. So if you've not logged in yet, you can log in and make sure you do your update on PC and also on your mobile account. So you can get in, you can start playing 3v3. You can go in and maybe you're at the point where you can start collecting the brand new rewards to try to get the 3 new champions that just showed up. I would love to know your thoughts and your feedback. What do you think of the patch? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Is there something else you're still waiting for? Honestly, for me, I'm still waiting for them to fix Classic Arena. I know that they said they will, so I'm looking forward to them fixing that. That is one of the things that I've been anxiously waiting, so I hope that that's going to be coming soon. If you did enjoy this video, please consider subscribing, hitting the like button, maybe even leaving me a comment down below. All of that helps the YouTube algorithm, and it does help the channel to grow, and of course, it greatly means a lot to me, and I really appreciate it. You guys can always catch me live on Twitch at twitch.tv/LeilaFoxNation. So I'll either see you live on Twitch or I'll see you in my next video. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Bye. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed our video, you can catch us live on twitch.tv/LeilaFoxNation 4 days a week on Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and Saturday mornings at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come on by and be part of our community, and we'll see you there.